What do you do when the person you were in a relationship with pulls away? Maybe he ends the relationship and he decides that this is not something that he wants to continue to invest in. Here's the number one mistake that I think would hurt you more than anything else. This is something that I have done myself, so I'm not pointing fingers. I'm sharing from experience here. And this is especially true if you are someone who has an anxious attachment style. The mistake that I'm talking about here is when a guy pulls away, the first gut feeling, the first thing that we jump into doing is that we start chasing. This is very, very typical of women who have an anxious attachment style. And the reason is because we want closeness more than anything else in the world. We want love, we want a relationship, we want to be with someone. And so the minute we feel that this relationship is being jeopardized, that this person is pulling away, that he no longer wants to be in a relationship with us, then we jump into chasing. We want to go after him because we want to fix it. We want to convince him that we are lovable, that we are worthy to be with. We want to work on the relationship. We want to do anything and everything we can to make this work. Now, the problem with this is that this desire of chasing and wanting and being clingy and needy and wanting to be with someone, it blinds us from being able to see the picture in its entirety, from having the clarity that would enable us to make the right decisions. The reason all of this happens, the reason we get so entangled, we get so anxious, fearful, and starting to demonstrate this behavior of constantly running after him, texting him, trying to establish contact, the deeper fear that makes us do all of these things is the fear of abandonment. Women who have an anxious attachment style are afraid to be left more than anything else. They're afraid to be abandoned. They're afraid to be rejected. And the problem is that we do this because we think that if this person abandons us, if this person leaves, it means that we are not worthy. It means that there's something wrong with us. It means that we have done something, we must have done something that made this relationship not work. So we always blame ourselves. We feel guilty, we feel shame, and we do everything we can to get this person to see that we are not this person, that we are good, that we deserve to be with. All of this comes from the patterns that we learned early on in our lives. In our childhood, we somehow learned that the only way to get love is if we earn it. And to earn it, it means we have to work hard. We have to go after the person. We would settle down for breadcrumbs. If the relationship does not work, then it must be our fault. I'm here to tell you that all of these things are not true. All of these things are nothing but mental distortions. They are patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving that we have learned our childhood as a mechanism of getting the love, getting the attention from our caregivers, because we knew that unless we get this love, we are not going to survive. So we learned how to chase. We learned how to be people pleasers. We learned how to give everything we can, including our self-respect, just to get someone to be with us. Now, the crazy part is that when I found out about all of this, all of a sudden everything started to become clear for me. I realized, oh my God, it's actually so counterintuitive. The more you chase, the more this person will want to get away from you, want to run away. Mainly the reason is because women who have an anxious attachment style, they have a tendency to be in relationships with men who are avoidant. A man with an avoidant attachment style is afraid of commitment, is afraid of closeness. He associates love to fear. So the second that he feels you going after him, doing all your best to get him to come back and be with you, he is going to run away, because all of this attention, all of this emotions, all of this pressure that you're putting on him is actually pushing him away instead of getting him closer to you. The important thing here is to remember that it's not your responsibility to fix him. Actually, you will be free the day you realize that you have no control over any human being in this planet. The only person that you can control in this life is you. So it's not your responsibility to fix him. It's not your responsibility to show him how lovable you are. If this is something that he cannot see in you, then he's not the person for you. You can't talk people into loving you. The last thing that I want to share here is that imagine this, a relationship in which you have to work so hard almost all the time to convince and to persuade this person to be with you. This is such a waste of time, because months from now, or unfortunately, maybe years from now, you're going to wake up and realize that you have wasted your time with the wrong person. I'm here to tell you that if this man left you, you don't chase. You let him go. Because if he wanted to be in a relationship with you, he would have stayed, he would have worked things out with you. A relationship, a healthy, loving relationship, is based on mutual respect, commitment, effective communication. If none of these things are there, then this relationship is doomed to failure. So if it's going to fail anyways, why waste your time? Take that time, get that energy back and put it all into yourself. Invest it all in yourself. Do the work on you. Heal your anxious attachment style the way I did. I promise you that a few weeks, a few months from now, you are going to be so grateful that you did not chase, that you actually let this thing go, establish no contact, and focus on yourself. And you know what's even more interesting is that when we chase people, they lose respect for us and they lose interest in us. When we let them go, when we let them feel the absence and deal with the consequences of their own choices, this is when they start to realize what they lost. Now, of course, this is not to tell you that you do this out of manipulation or playing games or even wanting him to come back to you. No, you do none of that. You do this because you realize what it takes to build a healthy, fulfilling, loving relationship. And it is never based on chasing. Let me know in the comments below if you found any of this helpful, and I'll catch you up in our next episode. Take care of yourself.